Hey y'all, it's Ashley. I'm glad to be back with another Mix It Up Monday. I've been kind of missing this. It's a chance for me to jump into my stash and then also try some new things. So let's get started. So I've started off with some Canson watercolor paper from Michaels, and it's the 12 by 18. I've just cut it down to 12 by 12. What I've done is I've taken Seedless Preserves and picked Raspberry Distress ink and spread it onto my block. I was going for kind of an in-between purple and pink color, and I feel like I achieved that. I sprayed the acrylic block with water after I applied the ink, and then just spread it all over my paper just for that watercolor effect. Now, I don't know how well this would work. I don't know if I've tried this without watercolor paper. I like the effect that it gives with watercolor paper because it doesn't warp it as bad. I've also tried doing this on my craft sheet. I think I've done it with just regular paper, and the regular paper warped pretty bad, where I just spread the ink onto the craft paper and then turned my paper over. It gave a really cool effect, and I've seen people do it with plastic like wrappers and stuff like that, which work nice also, but I do love the effect that the acrylic block gives. It's kind of more of a controlled look. I got that idea from Amelie, I believe her name is. I hope I didn't butcher that. She's from France, and she's also a Hip Kit Club design team member. I will try to remember to post her link to her YouTube channel down below. So in case you missed what I just did, I took some modeling paste and a craft knife or a palette knife, and I just used a Tim Holtz stencil to add some extra texture. And I really love the way that came out. If you'll see on the right side there is my photo, and so I wanted the background color, or not the background color, but the color that I sort of made with my picked raspberry and Seedless Preserves to complement the photo, and so that's why I chose that purpley color. Otherwise, I probably wouldn't have. I love purple, don't get me wrong, but I don't really choose that very often in the scrapbooking world. I tend to go for light, kind of fresh colors. If I'm doing, a feminine layout or whatever. I mean, maybe I do change it up from time to time, but I just realized I never really use that type of color, and I really, really liked it. So I'm going to move on before I ramble some more. The tissue paper that I'm using is from Michaels. There's a little section of Hazel and Ruby items, and that's where I got that. I'm using some of the tacky glue to make sure that that's adhered down pretty good, and then I'm using some Claudine Helmuth Studio Matte Medium to put down my acetate pieces. Now, the acetate piece above the photo that says On Cloud 9, that is, I believe, Chic Tags. And then I'm taking some Glitz Designs Wild and Free elements, and just like the triangles and those other triangular pieces are from Glitz Design. And then I realized pretty quickly that I do not like that chipboard flower. Did not go with the layout I was trying to go for, which was kind of variations of pink and purple, and then some pops of black, and then here in a little while I'll add some gold. But I liked that I took that off because it made more sense to me when I did. So I'm looking at some of these old sticker sheets. I say old, they're not like super old, but they're things that I've stored away that I hardly ever pull out. Some of them I do, or some of them I may have just bought, but they're not anything brand new. So I've pulled out some, I think, like Alison Kreft Webster's Pages elements, and maybe some Echo Park elements, and then also from the Glitz Design, like I was saying earlier, sticker sheet. So I also added a tab there on the left. And earlier when I was saying that I don't really scrapbook using that color, I mean, I do use pink a lot, and I feel like I reach for mint and some lighter pinks. But I don't really mix like purple and black or pink and black, and I don't do that very often. And so when I do use bolder colors, I think it's on mixed media layouts, kind of like this. And so I don't know, I like to try new things, and I liked that I tried to mix two distress inks for a certain color that I was looking for, and I ended up loving how well the color complemented the photo. So I took the Amy Tan Calabar Tusky thicker word and placed that on the top, and I believe that gives the impact that I was looking for. It was missing something, and so I really like it. Now I also added a Mombi sticker there at the bottom that says fun. And I went away there for a little bit, but now I'm back. And I think I'm trying to just find some stickers that will work for my photo. And I think I ended up going with Gorgeous Day, and I moved Timeless so that it'll make more sense kind of over there to the left. And then I'll be able to add Day to Gorgeous. I thought about pulling that up to go for another word that I found I think that I liked better. But excuse me, but it would have torn my picture, so I decided not to do that. So I've decided to add in some gold because I have found, this is one thing about using some of my own products just for my stash, is you find a lot of things that you forget that you had. And so I found these Dear Lizzie rub-ons that I had, and then those label stickers that I had stored away too. And so I wanted to add that, just to add that pop of gold. Anything with gold. Gold is nothing new for me. So Mix It Up Monday, supposed to have mostly trying something new or doing mixed media layout, which I'm definitely doing mixed media. I'm definitely using some newer colors, but as far as adding gold to something is not super new for me, or probably for a lot of you guys in the scrapbooking world. I know gold is a huge trend. So I'm finishing up my page, just kind of looking to see what else I may want to add. I found this heart that I definitely want to add. I'm going to add it there to the right. I want it to be a little bit even, because they're on the left. There was too many stickers, and so I wanted to kind of make that a little bit even. So I'm going to add some India ink to finish it off, and then here comes the final photo. I hope you guys have a great week. Let me know if you have any questions.